You think getting rich will solve everything. But what if I told you the moment your net worth starts growing, the real dangers begin? Silent traps that destroy people who are finally winning. More money, more pressure, more mistakes that cost everything. And the worst part? Most people never see it coming until it is too late. Watch closely, because by the end of this, you will either protect your future or become another example of what not to do. You think making more money will solve your problems. That once you hit a certain number, everything will finally feel stable. No stress, no pressure, just freedom. But here is the truth no one tells you. The more your net worth grows, the more dangerous the traps become. And most people do not even realize they're falling into them. This is where the real game begins. At the start, your problem is simple. You do not have enough money. You work hard. You save what you can. You dream about a better life. Then something changes. You start earning more. Maybe you get your first big paycheck. Maybe your business starts growing. Maybe your trading account finally hits a number you once thought was impossible. And for a moment, it feels incredible. You tell yourself, I made it. But slowly, quietly, new problems enter your life. The first trap is lifestyle inflation. You upgrade your phone. You start eating out more. You buy better clothes. You tell yourself you deserve it because you worked hard. And you are not wrong. But what you do not see is that your expenses are rising just as fast as your income. So even though you are earning more, you are not actually building wealth. You are just running faster on the same treadmill. The second trap is social pressure. Now people expect more from you. Friends assume you will pay. Family expects support. Social media shows you people living bigger lives, and you feel like you need to match that energy. So you spend more. Not because you need to, but because you feel like you have to. The third trap is bad investments. You start thinking you are smarter than you actually are. You hear about fast money, crypto hype, risky trades. Someone tells you about a guaranteed opportunity. And because you now have money, you take bigger risks. Sometimes it works, but one bad decision can erase months or years of progress. This is where the emotional tension builds. You are earning more than ever before, but somehow, you feel more pressure than ever before. You are afraid to lose what you built. You are confused about what to do next. And deep down, you realize something is wrong. This is the turning point. The people who win understand one thing. Making money is one skill. Keeping and growing money is a completely different skill. So how do you escape these traps and actually build real wealth? You need systems. Not luck. Not motivation. Systems. Start with this. Always pay yourself first. Before you spend anything, set aside a fixed percentage for savings and investments. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill. Second, control your lifestyle. Just because your income grows does not mean your expenses should grow at the same speed. Keep your lifestyle stable while your income increases. That gap is where wealth is created. Third, build multiple income streams. Relying on one source of income is one of the biggest risks you can take. Now let us talk about how to actually make money online and build profitable side hustles. Keep it simple. Do not chase complicated ideas. Start with skills that are in demand. For example, freelancing. You can learn basic skills like video editing, graphic design, or copywriting. Go to platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. Start small. Charge low at the beginning. Get your first few clients. Deliver high-quality work. Then slowly increase your rates. Another powerful option is content creation. Pick a niche you understand. Finance, fitness, motivation, or even trading. Create short videos consistently. Once you grow an audience, you can earn through ads, sponsorships, or selling your own products. You can also start a simple online business. For example, dropshipping. You do not need to hold inventory. Find a product, create a basic store, and run ads. Focus on solving a problem, not just selling random items. Or affiliate marketing. Promote products online. When someone buys through your link, you earn a commission. It is simple, but it requires consistency and trust. Here is the key. Do not try everything at once. Pick one path. Stay consistent. Improve your skills every day. And most importantly, reinvest your earnings. Do not spend your first profits on luxury. Use them to grow faster. Because the real goal is not just to make money. It is to build something that continues to make money even when you are not working. At the end of the day, the biggest trap is thinking you have already made it, because that is when you stop growing. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. And remember, wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you keep, how wisely you invest, and how long you can keep playing the game. And how long you can keep playing the game. Because the game does not end when you make money. It evolves. Now there's another trap waiting. The illusion of security. You look at your bank account. You see a number that once felt impossible. And for the first time, you relax. You start thinking you are safe. But money sitting still is not safety. Inflation is silently reducing its value. Opportunities are passing by. And if your income stops, your lifestyle starts collapsing. This is where many people fall. They confuse having money with understanding money. So what should you do instead? You turn your money into assets. Assets that produce income. Not once, but again and again. For example, instead of keeping all your money in cash, you can invest in simple things like index funds. You do not need to be an expert. You just need consistency. Every month, you invest a fixed amount. Over time, that money grows. Slowly at first, then faster. This is how real wealth compounds. Another trap is overconfidence. When you win a few times, you start believing you cannot lose. This is especially dangerous if you are trading or running a business. You increase your risk. You take bigger positions. You ignore rules. And eventually, the market humbles you. Always remember this. The market does not care about your confidence. It only rewards discipline. Set rules. Follow them no matter what. Protect your capital like your life depends on it. Because without capital, you are out of the game. Now let us go deeper into building strong online income streams that actually last. At this stage, you should think beyond quick money. You should think about leverage. How can you earn without trading your time directly? One powerful method is digital products. If you have learned something valuable, you can package it. Create an ebook. Create a simple course. Even a short guide that solves a specific problem. For example, if you understand trading basics, you can create a beginner guide for people who are just starting. You create it once. You sell it many times. That is leverage. Another method is automation. If you are freelancing, you can build a small team. Instead of doing all the work yourself, you bring in other people. You focus on getting clients. They help you deliver the service. Now your income is not limited by your time. This is how you turn a skill into a business. You can also build niche pages on social media. For example, a page about motivation, finance, or business. You post valuable content daily. As your audience grows, brands will pay you to promote their products. Or you can drive traffic to your own offers. Simple idea. Consistent execution. That is the difference between people who try and people who succeed. Now here comes another uncomfortable truth. As your net worth grows, your circle changes. Not everyone will understand your mindset. Some people will doubt you. Some will feel uncomfortable around your growth. And some will try to pull you back to where you started. This is not easy, because these might be people you care about. But you have to make a decision. Do you want comfort? Or do you want growth? Because rarely, you can have both at the same time. This is where emotional strength matters, more than financial knowledge. You need to stay focused on your path, even when it feels lonely, even when results are slow, even when no one claps for you, because the rewards come later, much later, and when they come, they are worth it. So understand this clearly. Every level of money has new traps, new challenges, new pressures, but also new opportunities. If you stay aware, disciplined, and patient, you do not just survive these levels, you master them. And when you master them, you stop chasing money. Money starts working for you. That is the real goal. Not just to earn, but to build a life where your time is yours, where your decisions are not controlled by money, where you have the freedom to choose. And that freedom is built one smart decision at a time, one disciplined action at a time, one step ahead of every trap waiting for you, one step ahead of every trap waiting for you. And yet, even here, one final trap remains. The trap no one talks about. The trap of losing your purpose. When you were struggling, Everything was clear. You had goals. You had hunger. You had a reason to wake up early and push harder than everyone else. But as money grows, that hunger slowly fades. You start asking yourself a dangerous question. What now? This is where many people drift. They stop building. They stop improving. They start living on autopilot. And without realizing it, they lose the very mindset that made them successful. So what do you do when money is no longer the main driver? You upgrade your purpose. You stop chasing money, and you start chasing impact. You ask yourself, what can I build that actually matters? What problem can I solve at a bigger level? Because the truth is, money is only a tool. It gives you options, but it does not give you meaning. Meaning comes from growth, from contribution, from building something that outlives your effort. This is where you separate yourself from the average person. You stop thinking in terms of income, and you start thinking in terms of legacy. Now let us bring everything together into a simple, practical roadmap you can actually follow. First, protect your foundation. No matter how much you earn, always control your expenses. Always save and invest first. Never depend on one income source. Second, build a high-income skill, something that the market will always pay for. It can be freelancing, sales, marketing, coding, or content creation. Master one skill deeply. That is your engine. Third, turn that skill into a system. Do not just work. Build processes. Automate where you can. Delegate when possible. This is how you scale. Fourth, invest consistently. Do not wait for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. Start small. Stay consistent. Let time do the heavy work. Fifth, build assets that pay you. Digital products, online businesses, content platforms, anything that generates income without constant effort. And finally, protect your mindset. Stay humble. Stay disciplined. Stay a student. Because the moment you think you know everything, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you start losing. This journey is not easy. There will be moments when you doubt yourself. Moments when you feel stuck. Moments when it feels like nothing is working. But those moments are part of the process. Every successful person you see has faced them. The difference is, they did not quit. They kept going. They learned. They adapted. And they stayed in the game long enough to win. So if you are on this path right now, if you are trying to build something, if you are working towards financial freedom, understand this clearly. The traps are real. The pressure is real. But so is the opportunity. And if you play this game with awareness, discipline, and patience, you do not just grow your net worth. You build a life most people only dream about. A life where you are in control. A life where your effort compounds. A life where your future is created by your decisions. And that is the real definition of wealth. This is your reminder. Money alone will not save you. Discipline will. Awareness will. The ability to think long-term when everyone else is chasing short-term wins will. You learn that more income does not mean more freedom if your lifestyle grows with it. You learn that one bad decision can destroy years of progress if you ignore risk. You learn that real wealth is built through systems, multiple income streams, and assets that pay you again and again. And most importantly, you learn that the game never ends. It only levels up. So the question is simple. Will you fall into the same traps that destroy most people? Or will you stay sharp, stay patient, and build something that actually lasts? Because your future is not decided by how much you earn today. It is decided by what you do with it. Starting now. If this opened your eyes and gave you real value, do not keep it to yourself. Like this video so more people can see the truth. Share it with someone who needs to hear this before they make a costly mistake. And subscribe to the channel if you are serious about building real wealth, real discipline, and a life that most people only talk about. Your journey is just beginning. Make sure you play it the right way.